What's up, guys? It's your boy LAJ from Dodgers Lowdown, and in honor of Jackie Robinson Day, which just happened a couple of days ago, I am going to present you guys with some facts that you might or might not know about Jackie Robinson. He's actually one of my, not even one of, he is my favorite Dodger of all time. Got his hat, got his jersey. Also, the Dodgers after last night's game, man, they just proved that not only there's no quit in them, there's no letdown on them, and they're not backing down from nobody or nothing. And it had the vibe of that 2018 World Series Game 3 that went 18 innings. I don't know how many of you guys stayed up for the entire game, but it was exciting. We're going to break that down. I'm going to show you guys some more stuff. And I'm going to clown the Padres because there was some shady shit on them that kind of brings out how whack they really are. So with that, let's get on with today's episode.
Jackie Robinson was given the middle name of Roosevelt after the president Theodore Roosevelt, who died 25 days before Jackie was born.
He was an all-around athlete. He lettered in baseball, basketball, football, and track and field. He even won the juniors boys singles tennis championship in the Pacific Coast NT tournament.
In the first quarter, USC reached the UCLA 1, but Robinson's tackle jarred the ball loose from Lansdale.
So the Dodgers are still not only the best team in the National League West, not only the best team in the National League, but the best team in baseball. And they're doing this without Cody Bellinger, who just got notice of a small fracture. Also, Justin Turner, man, he's going to mess around and win the National League MVP, the National League Championship Series MVP, and the World Series MVP. And this is with a team that's also got Corey Seager, who's about to get paid and is playing out of his mind. Mookie Betts, who just got activated and is capable of winning the MVP. You guys saw last year. That was basically, last year was just basically a preview. Let me show you Mookie Betts. And this year is his official start of his contract. His 12-year contract officially starts this year, and he's already off to a fast start. It's going to be a wild ride for the rest of the league. And I'm not going to feel pity on them because everybody always talks down on the Dodgers. So this is it. This is what it is. One thing that I also wanted to talk about, the dynasty that is the Dodgers. It didn't start last year, and it didn't start in 2018, their second World Series, or in 2017, their first World Series. It started in 2016, right on this play right here.
Here comes the 0-2. High drive into right, back at the wall, it is gone!
Joe Blanton, if he had hit his point, if that ball had gone up in the strike zone, down in the strike zone, on dirt, don't matter. Montero was going to swing at whatever, and Joe Blanton just happened to give him a good pitch, and that's essentially what sealed the deal for the Dodgers losing that series, because they could match up. That year they were able to match up very well with the Cubs, even though the Cubs were heavily favored. Here's the reason. Game 1, they were that close to taking it. They go on and win Game 2. Then they come to Dodger Stadium, and all they needed to do was win 2 out of the next 3 at Dodger Stadium. They won that series. They won 1. Then they went back and forced the Game 6 over back at Chicago, and that's where they lost. But for the most part, the Dodgers would have been able to go into 2016, not the World Series favorites. I would have probably assumed the Cleveland Indians would have won because they just had a lot of fight in them. But that led into Justin Turner resigning at Kenley Jensen's wedding. That kind of began re-signing with the Dodgers. I mean, that led to Kenley making his decision. Even though he had more money on the table from the Yankees, he decided to stick with the Dodgers because there was unfinished business. And that's essentially when the dynasty started. Then 2017 happened. The World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers ended up getting robbed. Then in 2018, it's a little sketchy. I'm sticking to they were robbed again. 2019, that's clearly on Kershaw and Dave Roberts. Then 2020 happened, and they go on and win it all. So essentially, the run began, the dynasty run began in 2016. And man, what a run it was, to be honest with you. And it still is, and it's only getting better. So we lose Kike Hernandez and Jock Peterson to free agency. We gain Zach McKinstry, who is the player of the week. And it's just unbelievable what this kid has done in the short period of time that he's been in with the team. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this guy. Look at the highlights. It's unbelievable that we lose two players who were already productive and could play all around the field and had postseason experience. Jocktober, Kike Hernandez and his electricity, his energy, and his locker room presence. All of this you get with now Zach McKinstry, and he's younger. This is wild. Then on the other part of the staff, the pitching staff, we lose Ryu, Maeda, Rich Hill, Ross Stripling, and Pedro Baez, kind of. Alex Wood, we lose out on. But we gain Trevor Bauer. How ridiculous is that? And David Price, who I was on the fence. I'm still kind of on the fence about him. But after last night, shutting the door on the Padres, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. He's been picking his game up, and I'm getting excited to see him more and more. My issue is still remaining with Kenley Jensen. Blowing another game. I get Dave Roberts. I get you. It's over. Just let it go. Stop relying on Kenley Jensen. Yes, he looks great on rest. Yes, he looks great with certain teams. Yes, he looks good. But that's a fooling you moment, because you start believing that he's back to his 2017 self and you can put him into any situation. But after last night, please let that be the last time we see Kenley Jensen in a safe situation or a very close situation, because unacceptable from moving on here. So all 100 Padre fans showed up, and we can tell that the PA system, the speakers in the stadium, were running the chants. And those chants weren't from you guys. It was from, pathetically enough, the San Francisco Giants or some other team that hates the Dodgers, like the Cardinals, that actually have fans that do chant loud enough to hear "Beat LA." I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious. You guys, Padres and Padre fans, are cringe as fuck. I mean, might as well have this guy running your entertainment, because honestly, you guys are stealing it from everywhere else. At least he's original. Cringe as fuck as he may be, at least he's original. You guys straight up stole the sounds from other teams. Kudos on you for trying, but the Dodger fans that were there, I mean, that's when you can tell there was more Dodger fans than Padre fans, because the moment Tatis struck out, the claps and the cheers happened.
Buehler gets him swinging with a cutter, a pitch that he's not used much over the first couple starts.
Also, as soon as Corey Seager hit that 2-run home run in extra innings, Padre fans were gone. Just look at the stands. Look around. Gone. Pathetic. Trash. So, as for the Dodgers, proving that they're the best team in baseball, let's talk about their offense. They are number one in batting average, getting on base, slugging, OPS, runs batted in, and have the most hits in baseball. Also, they are second in doubles, triples, home runs, and walks. As for their pitching, though, it's not all there yet. They're like maybe fourth or fifth. But that's because of the bullpen. Kenley Jensen, fourth in ERA, seventh with hitters in scoring position, seventh in strikeout, eighth in ERA plus, and are below league average as far as strikeouts. So despite all that, they still are the best team in baseball, and they're only getting better. I'm excited as hell for this Dodgers team. It's just crazy how good things are going for them, and I can't wait to see them repeat again. And this series is going to be very telling. Those Padre fans really want to try and intimidate, but it's not going to work, especially when your stadium is marked as Dodger Stadium South. Good try, though. Good try. So with that being said, hopefully you guys are enjoying everything and are liking the Dodgers right now. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. And with that, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Let's go Dodgers.